May we have your attention, please? This is a public safety announcement. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to International Islamic University, Malaysia.
You are now in the UIAM Cultural Center.
Upon the sound of a fire alarm, or when evacuation order has been issued, please evacuate the building immediately. Emergency situations can be triggered by the presence of potential hazards such as fire and natural disaster. This building has 10 main emergency exits. Please take notes on emergency evacuation routes, locations of exit doors, and staircases. Exit signs will remain illuminated at all times. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit to you. During evacuation process, please remain calm and walk to the nearest exit according to predetermined evacuation routes. If you are in the upper floor, please familiarize yourself with staircase locations. For faster and safer evacuation process, please refrain from talking and running. Once you are outside the building, please proceed to the nearest assembly point and wait for further instruction. Thank you for your attention. This message is brought to you by IIUM Safety and Health Committee. Safety is as simple as A, B, C. Always be careful.
procession enters the hall. Please rise.
يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم آمين تذكر جيراني بذي سلامي ماذا اجتدى عن جرى من مقلة بدمي يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم أم هبت الريح من تلقاء كاظمة ماذا اجتدى عن جرى من مقلة بدمي واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع
Let us sing together the national anthem, Negaraku. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Honorable Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, Chairman of the Malaysia Airlines Berhad and MAG, and members of the IIUM Board of Governors. Honorable Datuk Zainal Abidin Abu Hassan, Secretary General of the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and Honorable Datin. Honorable Professor Emeritus Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Razak, Rector of IIUM. Respected University Management Committee and Senate members, distinguished guests, parents, and graduates of the 37th IIUM Convocation Ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning.
Honorable Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, member of the IIUM Board of Governors, will now declare open the 7th session of the 37th Convocation Ceremony of the International Islamic University, Malaysia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hereby declare open the 7th session of the 37th Convocation Ceremony of the International Islamic University, Malaysia for the conferment of degrees and awards. Thank you.
I have the pleasure to call upon Ustaz Idrus Mustaqim from the Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque IIUM to recite Surah Al-Alaq.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم. علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. كلا إن إلى ربك الرجعى. أرأيت الذي ينهى عبدا إذا صلى. أرأيت إن كان على الهدى أو أمر بالتقوى. ألم يعلم بأن الله يرى كلا لئن لم ينته لنسفعا بالناصية ناصية كاذبة خاطئة فليدع ناديه سندع الزبانية كلا لا تطعه واسجد واقترب صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Ustaz.
It is with great honor I call upon Honorable Professor Emeritus Tan Sri Datuk Zulkifli Abdul Raza, Rector of IIUM, to deliver his speech.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin wassalatu wassalamu syafil anbiya mursalin Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. La haula wa la quwata illa billah. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, Member of the Board of Governors of IIUM, respected members of the University Management Committee and Senate members, distinguished guests, parents, fellow graduates of this convocation, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. All praise be unto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor to join you in the celebration of your academic accomplishment this morning. I would like, on behalf of the university, to take this opportunity to welcome all distinguished guests to this grand ceremony, the 37th Convocation of IIUM, including the esteemed professors, associate professors, lecturers, researchers, proud parents, and also the general workers of the university, and of course, finally, the graduates, 652 all of you who are inventors, innovators, reformers, and the hope for the Ummah is present here today. Congratulations for reaching another milestone in your life after years of dedication and hard work, tears, and sleepless nights. Thank you too for striving with hardship and the way to do it smartly against the fight for coronavirus. Thank you for sailing the rough seas together and in fulfilling the mission at this Vision University, for being part of the grand commitment that we have made to the world 40 years ago when this university was established to produce dynamic and progressive professionals, scholars, thinkers, problem solvers, and indeed leaders of the Ummah. We at the university, the parents, family, are exceedingly grateful and proud of your achievements and commitment. Alhamdulillah. Dear esteemed graduates, today we are facing with enormous challenges, particularly in the areas of sciences and engineering, as you have dedicated yourself to. The roads ahead are rough, but history has shown us that every generation has its own commitment and has its own fight. To win it, we must be courageous, we must be tactical, and we must be smart enough and committed to stay the course and be well equipped and well understanding the problem that we are facing today. In this era of rapid technological development and advances, creativity and innovation are the weapons to move forward, and we must be well equipped with all this. This is not new for us. If you go back into the golden age, not only of Islam, but of the world, we will see many people are struggling to do likewise from various dimensions. Islam has done it well when Europe was engulfed in what we call the Dark Ages at that particular time. The Muslims then were industrious innovators, courageous scientists, and people who are willing to solve problems right on when they are faced with one. Names like Jabil al-Hayyan, the father of chemistry, al-Khwarizmi, the father of algebra, al-Kindi, the father of philosophy, and who is also mathematician, physician, and music theorist at one point. Ibn Haytham, the father of modern optics, are among these names that we forgot as we go into modern sciences. These are the people who innovate. These are the people who pioneer that led into modern science today. Modern science is actually seeded by many of the Muslim scientists today. Sadly, we Muslims today, under the current situation, can only talk about these great achievements of the past, while the people who are benefiting from this are moving forward, making this innovation even more than we think. But there are many differences that I think I want to just roughly tell you in terms of how the Muslim scientists and today's scientists were quite different. The Muslim scientists at that particular time in the 10th century of Andalusia and moving forward, their tagline is very simple: all victory belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you go to Alhambra, you'll find that this tagline is carved almost in every wall of the buildings Alhambra. That is the kind of mission that they dedicate themselves to. It's not for themselves, not for the community per se, it's not for anyone else, but only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I think that's the first distinction that we need to make when we dwell ourselves into knowledge, particularly in science. The third distinction we see, even in the 10th century, they were already transdisciplinary in their approach. Al-Kindi, as I've mentioned, know 14 disciplines and have written 200 books at the time when there is no computers, there is no technology, there is no references the way we have today. And yet many of them, including Ibn Sina and the rest of them, they are people are what we call polymath. They don't just be contented with one particular discipline, but they want to connect to many disciplines that they can think of, including the non-science, including humanities at the same time. And this is what the university is trying to do today, to bring back all this knowledge into a convergence of Tawhidic knowledge, that we become the whole person that knows the whole knowledge that belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That, I think, is the second difference. The third difference, they are more open than we are today. When we talk about Andalusia and sciences at that particular time, they were Jews, they were Christians, they were people who do not even believe in God, working with them together. Yet they dominate. Yet they are able to discipline themselves and work with these people so that they will not lose track of what science is all about. Today we tend to isolate ourselves. Today we think we are the Muslims that knows everything else that everybody else do not know much. And therefore we do not engage ourselves with the world outside us. When now the things are quite different, they have the dominance, we do not have the dominance. And therefore we need to open our minds and our hearts and our heart at the same time and work with these people so that we also begin to learn what knowledge is all about beyond just what we know. And of course, the fourth one is, I've mentioned, they do it because they don't want to transit, they don't want to transgress the work of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There were times when science has to stop because beyond that it will transgress some of the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us of. Pollution is one of them. Ethics is one of them. Many of the things that we are not supposed to transgress into knowledge, we have done so because we have forgotten the limits of what knowledge is all about. These are a few things that I think we need to start remembering again. These are the few things that we need to bring back into what this university is all about, particularly as we move into the 40th anniversary and try to revisit and redefine some of the things that we need to know and move forward, inshallah, as an institution that we want ourselves to be. In Malaysia, we are still discussing on many things called the 4IR, when people in other parts of the world are beginning to talk about different kind of IR. The Japanese call it Society 5.0, and the difference are quite simple. The Japanese IR is more about human being, whereas our IR is more of technology. One is human-centric, and one is technology-centric. And we begin to ask, why do the Japanese are not moving along the way we are now moving? Because they see human values are more important than technological values per se. And they are beginning to move the way we are not moving. And these are the things that I say when we move into the world of the non-Muslims, we begin to understand also why some people take different tactical, why some people take different stance in trying to move science ahead. And until and unless we engage with them, particularly people in the Eastern, with the Eastern values, these are something that I think we're going to miss if we move on the way we are doing today. So I would like to believe today that we are all here officially as graduates of the KULLIYYAH of Engineering. And I'm very happy to find out that engineering is also moving into sustainable science, because these are the science that will bring us together in the context of transdisciplinarity and also understanding nature at the same time. Science has been altered very drastically at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, that it serves the market rather than people. And these are the science that we are struggling to bring back so that community will understand and benefit from science more than what it is today. And this is what the university is aiming to do at the same time. We would like to restore the dynamics of the glory of the past, not just to restore, but also to advance it. To spread values, which is now missing in many of our society, particularly in the endurance of science. Values such as empathy, compassion, sympathy, generosity, honesty, ethics, bravery, all these are part and parcel of knowledge that we are not able to just put it aside and move on as though knowledge is a neutral sort of discipline, as it were. Today, we want to find out how we can end up so many of these conflicts, the corruption, the power struggle, and also some of the selfishness and greed that we see, even right in front of our eyes when we talk about the pandemic and the vaccination. As we move on to right on to the next chapter, we hope we will be able to venture into a world that is more sustainable, to pave a new path, chasing another success story which is more human in its nature. Not to forget that IIUM and its DNA has been ingrained into you, hopefully in the last 4 years, and hopefully forever in your future. The DNA that makes you a person of courage, to shoulder responsibility, to speak when it needs to be spoken to, and to fulfill the amanah and the khalifa the way we have said it in our songs. Do not fear to create changes. In fact, be bold and be smart about it whenever you need to do so, and transform your conditions and the people surrounding you to have a better life. As been said by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best of us are the people who give the best to other people, not just yourself. Be proud to tell the world that you are the graduates of IIUM who have received education of a different type that makes people more people and human in its nature. You are the researcher, you are the murabbi who have expertise and knowledge that hopefully the world will recognize in time. Take pride that you are now the inheritors of knowledge who have a different legacy, a legacy of Muslims of the past, and also, inshallah, creating Muslims of the future. Remember the vision of this university and mission of the university. It is about a betterment of human life and civilization, and that, I think, is what Rahmatan Lil Alamin is all about for all of us. Kepada ibu bapa dan hadirin yang dikasihi sekalian, saya mewakili seluruh universiti dan warga Taman Ilmu dan Budi ini setulus ikhlas mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih buat tuan-tuan dan puan-puan kerana hadir bersama-sama hari ini untuk meraihkan kejayaan graduan kita. Dan ketahuilah, pada saat tuan-tuan dan puan-puan memilih universiti ini untuk meneruskan kecemerlangan pendidikan anak masing-masing, ianya adalah satu penghormatan yang tinggi bagi kami di sini, dan bermakna ini adalah satu pengiktirafan kepada universiti ini berlainan dengan universiti yang lain. Kami amat berbesar hati dan berterima kasih dan menerima mandat ini. Semoga apa yang telah kita jayakan selama 4 tahun ini merupakan satu harapan bagi setiap individu yang ada di sini, khususnya anak-anak muda yang akan menerajui dunia, insya-Allah. Kita amat meraihkan sokongan dan kerjasama berterusan pada para ibu bapa dan anak taulan, kerana bukan saja anak-anak kita, malah tuan-tuan juga sudah menjadi sebahagian daripada keluarga besar universiti ini. Sebagai keluarga, tiada ada yang lebih bermakna berbanding dengan hubungan erat, silaturahim yang dapat kita bina, saling membantu, saling mendoakan untuk masa hadapan kita semua. Apatah lagi dengan hubungan ini, kita mengharapkan jalinan silaturahim ini akan mendasarkan satu rasa ikhlas dan juga satu perjuangan yang sama untuk menegakkan apa yang perlu dalam menghormati dan juga memberi maruah manusia seperti yang diredai Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Kita berterima kasih dan bersyukur kepada Allah Subhanahu wa taala dan terus berdoa semoga kita mendapat hidayah dan juga barakah daripadanya untuk masa-masa kehadapan. On that note, I would like to conclude this very brief remark by expressing our hope at the university that you will continue to strive for excellence in everything you do. You will come back to the university and make sure that you continue to contribute to the university and the community around you. We will support you in whatever endeavor that you do, and we hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless us with all His mercy. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Tan Sri.
It is with great honor I call upon Honorable Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, member of the IIUM Board of Governors, to deliver the convocation address.
Honorable Datuk Zainal Abidin Abu Hassan, Secretary General, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, Honorable Rector of IIUM, University Management Committee and Senate members, distinguished guests, parents and graduates of the 37th IIUM Convocation Ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a very good morning. It is indeed a pleasure to deliver the address this morning, and I would like to thank IIUM for giving me the honor to be part of this ceremony. All praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His blessings that allows us to be here to celebrate the success of your undergraduate academic journey. The culmination of 4 years of dedication, commitment, hard work, and maybe many sleepless nights. But one thing I'm sure, it must have been a very memorable experience. To the proud parents and family members, lecturers, and friends, thank you for your support and guidance rendered to our graduates, without which the journey may have been a more challenging and lonelier one. Ladies and gentlemen, it cannot be denied that the most potent instrument for the development of societies has been through education. Over time, the approaches in delivering and providing education have undergone adaptations and evolved to remain in step with the ever-changing demands and priorities of societies. Today, as we are facing economic difficulties and very evident disparities in our societies, we all must acknowledge that the transformation of knowledge, as well as the adaptations of tools and approaches to deliver the learning experience, are inevitable. Concerns over issues of quality, accessibility, affordability, and a commitment to lifelong learning will persist, and our determination as individuals should not waver. On this front, IIUM takes pride to offer a transformative education framework through what we call Sejahtera Academic Framework, an educational framework principally based on values, aiming to produce humanistic graduates with the right attributes, passion and commitment to lead and take on the responsibilities to fulfill the needs of not just their own, but also of the societies which they live in, to bring greater good. In other words, Rahmatan lil Alameen. As this session is solely for engineering graduates, allow me to touch a bit on the fraternity. It is said that the engineers to population ratio should be 1 to 100 in any developed country. As in the case of Malaysia, the reported ratio at the end of last year was 1 to 174, which means more qualified engineers are required as we strive towards a developed nation status. As many of you may know, the IIUM KULLIYYAH of Engineering is driven by a vision to be a global center of innovative engineering education and research with values and professional ethics. Being graduates of this KULLIYYAH, we have gained knowledge in engineering, coupled with Islamic and moral values. You are now ready to serve in communities and in the industries that you choose. Being an engineer myself, who has been in the industry for more than 40 years, I can assure you that it will be a lifelong learning journey. In fact, you will learn more once you embark on your next chapter, many of which are not taught in universities. Real-life lessons, such as the importance of having courage, the need for perseverance to realize your individual goals, the importance of managing stakeholders, how good interpersonal and communication skills can make a huge difference, the importance of good teamwork and culture, and effective leadership to deliver outstanding results. To all the graduates this morning, have faith in your abilities, in your strength, be willing to take risks, and very importantly, learn from the many mistakes that you will be making. If there is one takeaway from my address this morning, this is it. Always remember to do the right thing and always give your best shot at everything you do. With the blessings of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your sincere efforts will be met with the intended and desired outcome. Para hadirin ibu bapa yang saya muliakan, sesungguhnya pelaburan dalam pendidikan yang telah tuan-puan lakukan untuk anak-anak adalah bentuk pelaburan terbaik, bukan sahaja untuk kesenangan dunia, tapi juga yang lebih penting, kita juga mengharapkan hasilnya menjadi laba di akhirat nanti. Kami di UIAM berharap agar kita akan terus berganding bahu, memikul tanggungjawab meneruskan perjuangan, membangunkan bangsa, agama dan ummah. Terima kasih di atas kepercayaan, sokongan dan dorongan yang telah dihulurkan selama ini. It is again my honor and pleasure to congratulate each and every graduate today. We are all proud of your achievements, and I'm sure so are your family members and lecturers. I urge all of you to actively contribute to your alma mater in every way possible. Your thoughts, ideas, and suggestions for betterment matter to us. Thank you to the IUM community who have tirelessly made all this possible through the efforts and each and every member of the community. Finally, allow me to convey my very best wishes to all the graduates, and may all of you always be under the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Tan Sri.
I have the pleasure to call upon Associate Professor Dr. Sani Izan Ihsan, Dean Kulliyyyah of Engineering for the conferment of degrees.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It is with great honor that I respectfully call upon Honorable Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, member of the IIUM Board of Governors, to confer the degrees to the graduates.
Bachelor of Civil Engineering with honors.
Abdul Aziz bin Matno. Abdul Hakim bin Abdul Malik. Abdul Rahim bin Ruzaimi. Ahmad Faris bin Kamaruddin. Ahmad Topa. Ahmad Umar Zaini bin Zainuddin. Azri Arif bin Mazlan. Khairul Ahnaf bin Kamaruddin. Muhammad Anik Takif bin Muhammad Apandi. Muhammad Syakir bin Cik Zainuddin. Muhammad Firdaus Iman bin Muhammad Razzi. Muhammad Lukman Hakim bin Muhammad Yusuf. Muhammad Amir Farhan bin Kamaruddin. Muhammad Firdaus bin Muhammad Farid. Muhammad Zaid bin Zul Akli. Muhammad Anwar bin Ali. Muhammad Fauzan bin Harun. Muhammad Afiq bin Hamidun. Muhammad Afiq bin Jamaluddin. Muhammad Amirul Ashraf bin Muhammad Zaki, Muhammad Ammar bin Rosman, Muhammad Asfar bin Yub Kamal, Muhammad Azim bin Muhammad Azari, Muhammad Fahminuddin Nazrin bin Jafri, Muhammad Farhan bin Abdul Aziz, Muhammad Faruqi bin Muhammad Fuad, Muhammad Fikri bin Abdul Razak, Muhammad Hafiz bin Rusli, Muhammad Hakimi bin Abdul Hadi, Muhammad Haris Hanis bin Maslan, Muhammad Hilmi bin Muhammad Rosli, Muhammad Izzat Ismawi bin Ilyas, Muhammad Muaz bin Abdullah, Muhammad Mursyid bin Zailan, Muhammad Muslim bin Muhammad Putra, Muhammad Nur Syahir bin Mukhtar, Muhammad Salman bin Ahmad Subki, Muhammad Syahmi bin Syamsul Bahri, Muhammad Tasnim bin Abdullah, Muhammad Zul Ikram bin Muhammad Nasir, Kamarul Anwar bin Muhammad Rahim, Tuan Muhammad Nuramirul bin Tuan Mahmud, Zofran bin Zainal Abidin, Aimin Najla binti Muhammad Nisha, Ainul Husna binti Hambal, Alia Izzati binti Adi Izani, Amira Zulaikha binti Ali, Anis Syafiqah binti Amar, Fatimatul Asma binti Nur Azam, Fatin Nadia binti Abu Bakaruddin, Filzah Atirah binti Hanafiyah, Huda binti Abu Naim, Intan Ishrin binti Muhammad Sales, Izzatul Syuhada binti Jeffrey. Nadia Syuhada binti Ahmad. Nik Nadirah binti Nik Aziz. Nur Nabilah binti Muhammad Yahya. Nur Afikah Aisyah binti Ahmad. Nur Afikah binti Zainuddin. Nur Aida Akilah binti Salihuddin. Nur Aina Wahida binti Ismail. Nur Arina binti Abdullah Omar. Nur Dini Humaira binti Abdul Ghaffar. Nur Diana binti Mansur Ahmad. Nur Fatin Atirah binti Mamat. Nur Fatihah binti Anwar. Nur Maishira binti Mazli. Nur Munirah binti Kamaruzzaman. Nur Kamarina binti Abu Sofyan. Nur Ainatul Syafiqah binti Zuli Kefli. Nur Azian binti Tugiman. Nur Batrisha binti Ahmad Zailani. Nur Didiana binti Munawir. Nur Farahani Syahirah binti Zainuri. Nur Faizah binti Muhammad Isa. Nurul Fatihah binti Nur Azlan Shah. Nurul Ibrah binti Mat Gani alias Gani. Nurul Izzati binti Muhammad Roslan. Nurul Izzati binti Rosli. Putri Farah Akila binti Megat Adeni. Siti Alia Soleha binti Sofian. Siti Nur Solehah binti Zulkifli. Syahirah binti Abdul Halim. Yasmin binti Yajid.
Bachelor of Engineering, Aerospace with Honours.
Ahmad Hafizuddin bin Muhammad Tajuddin. Ahmad Fikri bin Mat Syafi. Ahmad Aizat bin Cik Ismail. Aiman Azri bin Muhammad Azmi, Alif Daniel bin Ali Ma'i, Hasan Khair bin Azman, Muhammad Abdul Momin, Muhammad Daniel Hakim bin Jamaluddin, Muhammad Nazmi Shah bin Abdul Rahim, Muhammad Adam bin Muhammad Syamsul, Muhammad Adi Mukri bin Saiful Azmi, Muhammad Adib bin Talib, Muhammad Azim Daniel bin Abdul Rashid, Muhammad Daniel bin Yusri, Muhammad Farhan bin Razali, Muhammad Faris bin Amir Nurdin, Muhammad Firdaus bin Abdul Ghani, Muhammad Firdaus bin Osli, Muhammad Irfan Fahmi bin Muhammad Jamil, Muhammad Izzuddin bin Azim, Muhammad Nil Aiman bin Nil Rashdan, Muhammad Rifki Akil bin Ruslan, Muhammad Rizwan bin Abdul Malik, Muhammad Saufiyuddin bin Muhammad Hanis, Muhammad Syafiq bin Suhairi, Nik Muhammad Fadli bin Nik Abdul Rahman, Nur Fauzan Fitri bin Nur Azman, Syakir Hanis bin Ismail, Said Zuhair bin Said Osman, Wan Muhammad Firdaus bin Fauzi, Al Jauhara, Atifatul Ismah binti Ismail, Cik Hanisah binti Cik Zakaria, Hanis Iliana binti Mat Yusuf, Iliana Nur Atirah binti Zaini, Ku Nur Yasmin binti Ku Wadzir, Murni binti Nur Arifin, Nadira Aziz binti Ishak Latifi, Nur Faizura Anis binti Muhammad Fauzi, Nur Khalilah Afifah binti Mustafa, Nur Aimi Ashikin binti Nur Syahrin, Nur Arifah binti Muhammad Jamil, Nur Farahin binti Sarbani, Nur Hasriza binti Muhammad Rizal, Nur Sufinah binti Suhaimi, Nur Syakirah binti Zainal Rashidi. Nur Farah Azwani binti Ahmad Fauzi. Nur Sabrina binti Arifin. Nurul Ilya binti Basharuddin. Qurratul Ain binti Misbah. Syarifah Nadirah binti Said Abdul Rahman Al-Khusti. Siti Nur Azlikha binti Abdul Halim. Siti Nur Faikah binti Asmuni. Wasikah binti Roslan.
Bachelor of Engineering, Biochemical, Biotechnology with honors.
Ahmad Afiq Arsyad bin Nasharuddin. Ahmad Khalil bin Baharuddin. Ahmad Sazwan Zuhdi bin Emrazali. Muhammad Syahrul Nizam bin Sudin. Muhammad Azamuddin bin Suratim. Muhammad Afiq bin Ridwan. Muhammad Aidits bin Muhammad Nasir. Muhammad Akil bin Mustafa Kamal. Muhammad Haziq bin Mahmud. Muhammad Imtiaz bin Jamaluddin. Muhammad Syafiq bin Muhammad Khairuddin. Muhammad Syahmi bin Amra. Sayyid Hamizan bin Rusli. Airin Najihah binti Rosman. Aisyah Syafiqah binti Mahadi. Amira Aiman Mahmud Hendawi. Azwan Nadia binti Mat Arif. Fakihah Izzati binti Cik Abdul Aziz. Herlina binti Saleh. Hikmah Bajunaik binti Haris. Khairul Zakirah binti Abu Bakar. Lama Alafandi. Mahirah Sarah binti Mansur. Nabila Haji Hamad. Nadia Syauki Syahid binti Muhammad. Nik Nurul Hamiza binti Nik Azman. Nurliza binti Desa. Nur Aida binti Cik Abdullah. Nur Amira Zahidah binti Zainuddin. Nur Anis Nabilah binti Jal Syahrul Hilmi. Nur Akila Syafika binti Abdul Nuri. Nur Atikah Nabila binti Muhammad Syukri. Nur Farhanah binti Samrat. Nur Syabila Balkish binti Maslan. Nur Syafika binti Ahmad Ruswan. Nur Syafika binti Musa. Nur Syahira Nabila binti Rozaini. Nurwani binti Rosli. Nur Ain Nur Ailis binti Jafri. Nur Farizatul Balkis binti Mustafa Fadir. Nur Saidatul Izzati binti Muhammad Sabri. Nurul Ain binti Hasamuddin Amir. Nurul Amirah binti Rukman. Nurul Fatihatul Husna binti Tajul Arif. Nurul Sazana binti Syamsuddin. Nurul Sazwana binti Jamaluddin. Ola Nagi Meldin Fadul Abdallah. Safiah Sakinah binti Ramli alias Mat Shah. Siti Aisyah binti Mat Yusof. Siti Najihah binti Yusof. Siti Sarah binti Yusof. Suhaili Syafiqah binti Sulaiman. Syakirah binti Muhammad Rodzi. Sazana binti Abdul Manaf. Wan Nur Aisyah binti Wan Syahriman.
Bachelor of Engineering, Communication with Honours.
Adam Najmi bin Nur Azman. Azmal bin Abdul Aziz. Ahmad Fawaz Hilmi bin Khairul Azhar. Ahmad Syahmi bin Muhammad Rofi. Amar Aiman bin Zainal Abidin. Faris Rusaidi bin Uthman. Muhammad Abu Tayyab Sakib. Muhammad Irfan bin Muhammad Nizam. Muhammad Afif bin Haizir. Muhammad Aiman bin Abdul Wahab. Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Fauzi. Muhammad Izwan Iskandar bin Syahemi. Izzat bin Jamal. Muhammad Najmi Akil bin Luqman. Muhammad Nuruddin bin Mukhtaruddin. Muhammad Rashdan bin Jalaluddin. Muhammad Syahril Fatullah bin Muhammad Yunus. Nazim Azizi bin Hafiz Ahmed. Afikah binti Hairul Anwar. Aida Syafikah binti Mujib. Aisyah binti Sabar. Alia Syakirah binti Buhari. Anis Nadia binti Ishaq. Akilah Mursyidah binti Musidi. Isya Najirah binti Jusuf. Farisa Erina binti Rahmat. Fatin Nur Syakinah binti Wahab. Anis Afikah binti Rosli. Hasnisha binti Ladihing. Khairunisa binti Suhaimi. Liana Syahirah binti Wan Abdul Aziz. Maisarah Balkis binti Azmi. Manisha binti Hanifah. Masturina binti Muhammad Tajuddin. Nadia Husna Kumala. Nur Azahra binti Muhammad Nur Rashid. Nur Nazirah binti Muhammad Zorapi. Nur Syafikah binti Abu Qasim. Nur Aliyah Nasution binti Muhammad Asri. Nur Alia Aisyah binti Azhari. Nur Elina binti Abdul Rahim Hiu. Nur Fatin Hanani binti Muhammad. Nur Fatin Nabilah binti Muhammad Sabri. Nur Hanani binti Idris. Nur Hazirah binti Muhammad Shah. Nur Hazirah binti Kamaruddin. Nur Hazirah binti Muhammad Syarif. Nur Najihah binti Kamaruddin. Nur Sabrina binti Aminuddin. Nur Sakinah binti Kosnin. Nur Syahidah binti Sazali. Nur Syazana Izzati binti Razali. Nurin Amalia binti Samsul Bahri. Nurin Jazlina binti Zainal Abidin. Nur Natashah Azira binti Syahru Hasimin. Nurul Nisa binti Mat Shaleh. Osop Muhammad Haid. Kuratu Fitri Nasuha binti Herman. Rin Mira Izati binti Alias. Robiatul Husna binti Syafi'i. Syarifah Nabilah Wafa binti Said Jeffrey. Syarifah Nur Amirah Izati binti Tuan Muhammad. Siti Nur Hamizah binti Zainori. Siti Zulaikha binti Muhammad Yusuf. Syafika Nabilah binti Muhammad Samsudin. Syahirah binti Jami'an.
We will now have a short intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated.
Kejayaan para graduan hari ini adalah hasil kasih sayang dan pengorbanan ayah dan ibu serta orang-orang yang tersayang. Dayang memetik bunga melati jadi hantaran untuk memikat. Ibu dan bapa perlulah dihormati, barulah hidup bertambah berkat. Para graduan dimohon berdiri. Berikan tepukan yang gemuruh untuk ayah, ibu serta keluarga anda yang hadir pada hari ini. Terima kasih. Graduan dipersilakan duduk.
Majlis dengan ini mendedikasikan lagu Ayah dan Ibu dendangan pelajar-pelajar dari Center for Arts and Cultural Sustainable Development.
Itulah wali irama, pada mereka kita beri hormat. Pakailah tunjuk ajar nasihat supaya hidup kita ayah dan ibu.
All smiles, I know what it takes to fool this town. I do it till the sun goes down, no to the night time. Oh yeah, I tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on while I shed a tear. It's never the right time. Yeah. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a pusher with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Break down, only alone now we cry out loud. You never see what is hiding out deep down. Yeah. I know, I've heard that you let your feelings show. It's the only way to make friendships grow. And I'm too afraid now. Yeah. I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a pusher with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. 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 I put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a potion with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries today. I'm so confident. I'm unstoppable today. 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 Unstoppable today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the convocation ceremony continues. Bachelor of Engineering, Electronics, Computer and Information with honors.
Abdul Mutakim bin Abdul Aziz. Alif bin Wahid. Amar Azizi bin Jasni. Arif Amiruddin bin Yaakob. Azimuddin bin Alauddin. Haris Azamuddin bin Syafi'i. Irfan bin Mazlan. Jisam Manasir. Khairil Irfan bin Sahrum. Lukman Hakim bin Muhammad Jasni. Lutfi Aizat bin Muhammad Jeffrey. Mat Fauzan bin Mat Asri. Muhammad Nurmiza Ashraf bin Sulong. Muhammad Fatul Aiki bin Rohimi. Muhammad Arif Zakwan bin Mat Deris. Muhaimin bin Muhammad Hashim. Muhammad Anas bin Abdul Malik. Muhammad Anas bin Muhammad Zain. Muhammad Syahidur Rahman bin Muhammad Suhaimi. SM Abidus Zaman. Muhammad Ali Akhtar bin Mat Hairani. Muhammad Aminuddin bin Muhammad Yusuf. Muhammad Amirul Ashraf bin Muhammad Jami'an. Muhammad Arifin bin Azhari. Muhammad Fadil bin Shaharuddin. Muhammad Farhan bin Muhammadun. Muhammad Hafiz Wajdi bin Rizal. Muhammad Hafizuddin bin Hamid. Muhammad Haziq bin Tusiman. Muhammad Azam Asri bin Azman. Muhammad Iqbal Hamzi bin Muhammad Fazil. Muhammad Khalis Azmi bin Kamel. Muhammad Naim bin Jasmi. Muhammad Nur Arif bin Muhammad Adli. Muhammad Suhail bin Muhammad Solahuddin. Muhammad Syahmi bin Zulkifli. Muhammad Sazani Hafi bin Hilmi. Muhammad Yusuf bin Amran. Muhammad Zaim bin Muhammad Nawawi, Muhammad Amirul Faris bin Abdul Malik, Nur Irsya Aiman bin Muhammad Isa, Rafiq Imran bin Rohimin, Salihin Syamil bin Zaharuddin, Said Zarif Farhanuddin bin Said Zainal Abidin, Azmi bin Zulkifli, Adriana binti Khirul Azizi, Aina Nadirah binti Zailan, Ainul Safiyah binti Ahmad Saifuddin, Alia Nadwa binti Rosyara Madan, Amira Nasirah binti Muhammad Fikri, Balkish Hanisah binti Walid, Farah Afikah binti Busra, Farah Aisyah binti Zulkifli, Irdina Amirah binti Rosman, Ismah Zakirah binti Ismail, Miratul Izzah binti Zulkifli, Naimah binti Darmis, Nur Batrisha binti Jamal Ishaq, Nur Amira binti Makrifah, Nur Atikah binti Man Idris, Nur Azian binti Ishaq, Nur Firzanah Iwani binti Ibrahim, Nur Ifah Irdina binti Maizal Hairi, Nur Mirza binti Azhar, Nur Najwah binti Yahaya, Nur Tasnim binti Ismail, Nur Rafiqah binti Abdullah, Nur Aisyah binti Maman, Nur Rasikin binti Abdul Razak, Nurul Amirah Zarifah binti Nurazarudin, Nurul Hasanah binti Amir Hamzah Maju, Nurul Husna binti Jamal Ali, Raziatul Aini binti Muhammad Razwan, Siti Farhana binti Fakhruddin, Siti Nabihah binti Kamaruzuki, Siti Nur Atikah binti Salim, Siti Nur Nabila binti Mokhtar, Syafiqah Amalin binti Muhammad Fauzi, Wan Nur Sakinah binti Wan Zainuddin, Wan Zalikha binti Wan Zaidi,
We would like to invite Puan Musalmah binti Nasardin, the sister of Allah Yarhamah Munirah binti Nasardin, to receive the posthumous degree in Bachelor of Engineering, Electronic Computer and Information with honors on behalf of the family. May the soul of Allah Yarhamah Munirah rest in eternal peace. Al-Fatiha.
Bachelor of Engineering, Manufacturing with honors.
Za bin Suhaimi, Ahmad Bashir bin Ahmad Suhaimi, Ali Imran bin Awaluddin, Amar Sazwan bin Rosman, Amir Hamzah bin Mazlan, Amirul Alif bin Jahari, Faris Hazik bin Ahmad, Hamsani bin Ruda, Izarul Ikhwan bin Sobri, Muhammad Anas Fikri bin Azman, Muhammad Fakhrul Razi bin Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Najihul Hilmi bin Muhammad Nizam, Muhammad Nakiyuddin bin Rosdi, Muhammad Nur Ikhwan bin Naiman, Muhammad Ashar bin Mansur, Muhammad Ashraf bin Muhammad Asri, Muhammad Syahril bin Sayadik, Muhammad Zulhisham bin Khalid, Muhammad Ali bin Abdul Ghani, Muhammad Amirul bin Muhammad Roslan, Muhammad Nakiyuddin Fazli bin Ramli, Muhammad Izzuddin bin Muhammad Zaid, Muhammad Aiman bin Azmi, Muhammad Amirul bin Zohari, Muhammad Akil Ishraf bin Rosli, Muhammad Arif bin Amri, Muhammad Arifiti bin Muhammad Ridwanti, Muhammad Azim Mirza bin Muhammad Farid, Muhammad Haziq Irfan bin Muhammad Nazari, Muhammad Izul Syamim bin Ismail, Muhammad Lukman Hakim bin Amberi, Muhammad Nabil Iman bin Ash'ari, Muhammad Saufi bin Salehuddin, Nik Muhammad Arsyad bin Nik Mansur, Nur Fikri Razki bin Nur Hanafi, Wan Syahrul Syafiq bin Adnan, Zulhilmi bin Muhammad Sabri, Anis Farhana binti Rosdi, Azrina Natasa binti Zakaria, Cik Yusni Amirah binti Cik Win, Husna Nabilah binti Muhammad Yahaya, Insyirah Inani binti Hasan, Mastura binti Abdul Rasid, Nadirah binti Napri, Nur Aida Elina binti Azhar, Nur Aini binti Abdul Halim, Nur Dalilah binti Zulkarnain, Nur Haifa Sazwina binti Mustafa, Nur Zarifah Husna binti Badaruddin, Nurul Natasha binti Rozani, Sarah Amin Tagesir Abdul Rahman, Siti Nur Akila binti On, Wan Nurul Najihah binti Wan Abbas,
Bachelor of Engineering, Materials with Honours.
Ahmad Abdul Mun'im bin Ismail, Ahmad Amar bin Ahmad, Ahmad Azamuddin bin Ahmad Fazil, Ahmad Fikri bin Zamri, Faiz Sazwan bin Muhammad, Muhammad Izzuddin bin Abdul Qadir, Muhammad Alif Ridwan bin Muhammad Rashidi, Muhammad Ashraf Akmal bin Aznan, Muhammad Faiz Ikhwan bin Hasbullah, Muhammad Fawaz Arif bin Muhammad Jamaluddin, Muhammad Izzuddin bin Muhammad Zahrin, Muhammad Naim bin Muhammad Ahmad, Muhammad Rafiq Haikal bin Rosdin, Muhammad Zakuan bin Zulkifli, Aliyah binti Nurdin, Dona Nur Afikah binti Don Ramlan On, Fatin Nazirah binti Muhammad Radi, Ismayanti binti Isa, Nadia Nabila binti Mat Hafiz, Nazifah Hazirah binti Muhammad Sahrum, Nur Jasmine binti Muhammad Ali, Nur Dalila binti Cik No, Nur Syahzanani Fatnin binti Zulkafli, Nur Afikah binti Mokhtar, Nur Afikah Mardiah binti Muhammad Zaidi, Nur Alisha binti Muhammad Zain, Nur Amirah binti Matno, Nur Fatihah binti Abdul Hadi, Nur Kamarina binti Badrul Hisham, Nur Ain binti Sazali, Nur Farah Aini binti Muhammad Tarmizi, Nur Farah Izyan binti Ismail, Nur Fatin Izwani binti Rosli, Nur Syazwana binti Muhammad Razi, Nurul Atikah binti Hamdan Syaruhil, Saidatul Aini binti Suhairisam, Syakirah binti Zahari, Saza Munirah binti Muhammad Zaki, Wan Nur Alia Nadirah binti Wan Solah, Wan Nuradila Kistina binti Muhammad Noh, Zaidatul Syahira binti Zahari, Nur Amanina binti Abdul Qadir,
Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Automotive with Honours.
Ahmad Afiq bin Ahmad Aznan, Ahmad Fakhrul Razi bin Ahmad Fauzi, Ahmad Hazwan bin Muhammad Nizum, Ahmad Nizar bin Ahmad Zifruddin, Ahmad Syahmi Aizat bin Ahmad Suhaidi, Aiman bin Kamaruzaman, Aiman Haziq bin Mukhtar, Muhammad Syahmi bin Samsul Bahari, Amir Hanan bin Azmi, Amir Syahidi bin Zaidi, Khairul Imran bin Rosli, Muhammad Afiq Azim bin Muhammad Khelmi, Muhammad Haziq bin Norizam, Muhammad Afif Abid bin Hazuan, Muhammad Akmal Naim bin Abdul Karim, Muhammad Amirul Syafiq bin Muhammad Haseri, Muhammad Akil bin Zaini, Muhammad Syarifuddin bin Mustafa, Muhammad Faiz bin Isham, Muhammad Fakrul bin Razali, Muhammad Farhan bin Azizan, Muhammad Farz Hanawi bin Zainal Hamili, Muhammad Hazim bin Zul Imran, Muhammad Hanafi bin Ishaq, Muhammad Hanif bin Razali, Muhammad Haziq bin Za'far, Muhammad Hisham bin Muhammad Syokini, Muhammad Ifwat bin Hashim, Muhammad Irfan bin Muhammad Ikram, Muhammad Izul Mustaqim bin Zulkifli, Muhammad Luqmanul Hakim bin Faizal, Muhammad Ridwan bin Hashim, Muhammad Ridwan Hafiz bin Buhari, Suaib Al-Mahmud, Umar Hakim bin Najib Hafiz, Wan Muhammad Adam bin Wan Muhammad Fatih, Aminah Najwa binti Muhammad Rosli, Daniah Syarina binti Syahbudin alias Syarudin, Farial binti Muhammad Noor, Ili Syazwani binti Nazri, Nur Nadirah binti Abdul Razak, Nuruliana binti Aziz, Nurul Saidatul Nadiha binti Syamsuddin, Talsabila binti Sheikh Abdul Halim,
Bachelor of Engineering, Mechatronics with honors.
Abdul Muhaimin Fadil bin Ramzi, Abdul Muiz bin Ismail, Abdul Shakur bin Abdul Aziz, Abdullahi Abdi Abu Bakar Hasan, Abdul Razak bin Abdul Halim, Adli Mustaqim bin Abidin, Afiq Aiman bin Ahmad Fairuz Rizal, Ahmad Ashman bin Abdullah, Ahmad Bashir bin Ahmad Fauzi, Ahmad Nakiyuddin Al-Amin bin Zulfakar, Ahmad Sazwan bin Ahmad Sapawi, Aiman bin Dasuki Chong, Ali Ahmed Ali Mustafa Alam, Amirul Aidi bin Amiruddin, Anis Muhaimin bin Ali, Daniel Amri bin Muhammad Nur Afandi, Fakri Izani bin Muhammad Nur Rashid, Farid Hazmi bin Muhammad Nordin, Fatul Islam bin Ahmad Kamal Piong, Fatul Naim bin Fadrullah, Hamzah Amin Ahmed Al-Hamidi, Haris Aslam bin Ahmad Naziri, Hatim bin Ahmad, Ikhwan Faris bin Izzahar, Izzat Helmi bin Isham, Jamal Hasif bin Jamaluddin, Khairul Fikri bin Maddan, Khairul Naim bin Kamaruddin, Khairul Mu'adz bin Roslan, Megat Ashman Kefli bin Muhammad Latfi, Megat Syahrul Zaman bin Syahriman, Muhammad Farizuan bin Muhammad Jeffrey, Muhammad Firdaus bin Muhammad Noor, Muhammad Zaid bin Muhammad Wazir, Muhammad Zulfahmi bin Zulkifli, Muhammad Aiman Naufal bin Abdul Rahim, Muhammad Amir Aizat bin Abdul Rois, Muhammad Amirul bin Muhammad Zaid, Muhammad Haziq Khalif bin Muhammad Jamri, Muhammad Fawaz bin Samsul Bahri, Muhammad Naim bin Zali, Muhammad Zaim bin Zulkifli, Muhammad Adib bin Muhammad Nazri, Muhammad Aiman bin Ismail, Muhammad Aiman bin Muhammad Jais, Muhammad Aiman bin Zainal Abidin, Muhammad Aiman Muhammad Razin, Muhammad Amir bin Abdul Qadir, Muhammad Amirul Basit bin Nurzaki, Muhammad Amirul Irfan bin Suhaidan, Muhammad Amar Fitri bin Ramlan, Muhammad Anwar Azizan bin Asmi, Muhammad Arif bin Kamaruddin, Muhammad Arif Solihin bin Muhammad Fazari, Muhammad Ashraf bin Nasharuddin, Muhammad Azim bin Rosli, Muhammad Azhar bin Said Jaubur Ali, Muhammad Faiz Ashraf bin Ahmad Jalaluddin, Muhammad Faris bin Nurfati, Muhammad Fikri Husaimi bin Mehat, Muhammad Hafizi bin Abdul Malik, Muhammad Hamdi bin Badrul Hisham, Muhammad Hanif Farhan bin Rozi, Muhammad Haris bin Azham, Muhammad Kamal Afiq bin Muhammad Noor, Muhammad Khairul Faisal bin Muhammad Atan, Muhammad Luqmanul Hakim bin Zulkifli, Muhammad Syafiq Iskandar bin Salihuddin, Nafis Firdaus Somik, Omar Hamzah bin Ikmal Hisham, Said Muhammad Aslam bin Said Muhammad Azizi, Tengku Muhammad Yusuf Mujahidin bin Tengku Ahmad, Wan Ahmad Izzuddin bin Wan Yusuf, Aisyah binti Ibrahim, Anis Amisha binti Nur Anwar, Hana Farihin binti Muhammad Faglullah, Iman Zarifah binti Zahurin, Nur Aiman binti Muhammad Fuad, Nur Hanisah binti Azmi, Nur Mirah Husna binti Muhammad Mukhtar, Nur Syamim binti Azlan, Nur Syamimi binti Mokhtar, Nur Sazwani binti Salehuddin, Nur Aini binti Azmi, Nurul Alia Sofia binti Syuhaimi, Sharifah Saidah binti Said Nasir, Siti Hajar binti Jayadi, Siti Jamiah binti Abdul Karim, Siti Nurul Huda binti Abdul Rahim,
Thank you, Honorable Tan Sri.
Thank you, Doctor.
I now have the pleasure to call upon Professor Dr. Ahmad Faris Ismail, Deputy Rector for Academic and Internationalization and Chairman of the 37th IIUM Convocation for the presentation of awards.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It is with great honor I respectfully invite Honorable Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli bin Wan Arifin, member of the IIUM Board of Governors, to present the Kulliyah Level Awards for the Bachelor degrees to the winners. From Kulliyah of Engineering, the winner for the best student overall is Nur Afikah binti Zainuddin from Malaysia. The winner for the best student academic is Dania Mariam Wakar in absentia. And finally, the winner for the best student co-curricular is Jisam Manasir from Sri Lanka. Thank you, Honorable Tan Sri.
Thank you, Honorable Professor.
Representing the graduates, Brother Jisa Manasir from KULLIYYAH of Engineering will now deliver his valedictory speech.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Honorable Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, Chairman of the Malaysia Alliance and MAG, and member of the IIUM Board of Governors. Honorable Rector of IIUM, University Management Committee, and Senate members. Distinguished guests, parents, and graduates of the 37th Iium Convocation. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing me to get this far in life, for the strength to navigate life's challenges, and for allowing me to take the podium on this august occasion. I see a lot of familiar faces today, some who I haven't seen in more than 2 years. Fellow graduates, my fellow friends, lecturers, and distinguished staff. It feels really welcoming to see all of you all again. Congratulations to my batchmates. We all deserve a pat on the back. We finally made it. It was not easy, but alhamdulillah, we pulled through. When I walked in here in 2017, it was a very confusing journey. It was very blurry, in fact. But walking through the CSE doors, life was actually very different. The welcoming was warm. The people were friendly. They guided me on how I should do things. And everything was good, actually, until I was shown my most glorious mahalla room. I think the CFS gang can relate more to that. But alhamdulillah, that's when I realized that I'll need all the strength to navigate these 4 years. However, after graduating, we were thrown into the working world. The welcome was not warm, but a hard beating on the realities of life. But it's no surprise that IIUM graduates are actually doing quite well. So what is the reason for that? Let's try to rewind a bit and figure out what makes us different from the rest. What makes IIUM so special? Some of us today are working, some continuing with academia, some doing amazing things in life, some doing exceptionally well with their own companies, and each struggle is unique. The difference, ladies and gentlemen, is us. It's each and every one of you. You are the reason why IIM is so great. The brotherhood that we share, the fact that each and every one of you is there for the next person around, is what makes life different here. The knowledge we learn in books makes sense only when we share it with the people around us. And the 4 walls will bear testimony to that. We ask ourselves, what exactly are we doing? Are we striving to do something better? Are we striving to help the community? Are we trying to make a difference? And that's where IIUM comes into play. 2 words, ladies and gentlemen, 2 words. Intent, and the other word is focus. But there's one more word that's actually quite important. It's the purpose. And that's where the Islamization of knowledge makes a big difference. Everything we do, I think Dr. Zul, our rector, gave a really good summary of the role that engineers have to play in striving forward for knowledge, pushing for sustainable sciences, but all of it makes sense when there's a greater purpose behind it. When all of us are confused, I think most of us sometimes are really confused. What exactly are we doing? But when we go back and look at the purpose, that's when things hit differently. And that's where IIUM plays a different role. Every time we hear the azan in the main masjid, that's a reminder that we had a different purpose. I'd like to thank my friends for being with me throughout my entire journey. You know, there's an important Quran verse. Ya ayyuhan nasu, inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa, wa ja'alnakum shu'uba wa qaba'ila lita'arafu. Inna akramakum 'inda Allahi atqakum. Inna Allaha alimun khabir. And this talks about people and tribes. Allah says, we made you to people and tribes so that you may get to know one another. And that's the beauty of IIUM. I had the honor of breaking bread with my fellow local friends who didn't just look at me differently, but rather invited me to join them in most of their celebrations. Terima kasih Malaysia kerana menjadi tuan rumah yang terhebat bagi saya. Kawan-kawan Malaysia, saya sentiasa membuat saya rasa seperti di negara sendiri. Makanan Malaysia memang terbaik. Dan yang paling saya suka, rendang. I love rendang. It makes a big difference. Hidup saya masih akan berada di takuk lama jika bukan kerana Malaysia. Terima kasih sekali lagi Malaysia kerana menggalul-alukan kami semua. I'd like to thank my lecturers, many who I'm extremely close with. I still remember most of them as it was my first day in university. Life would have not been the same without you. My friends, who are my family here, and for having my back throughout my journey and after my university life as well. My siblings, who are my continuous support and strength. And I'd also like to thank my grandmother. My family is watching thousands of kilometers away. My grandmother still sees me as a newborn baby. Things will never change. And she's been there throughout my journey. My late grandfather, who was one of the very reasons I'm here in the first place. Incredible person, was more of a friend to me than anything else. My father, who keeps supporting me, advising me, and making sure that I'm on the straight path. And my mother. There are no words that can describe how I can thank my mother. And I'm sure each and every one of you feels the same. Brothers and sisters, take a look around at your parents. Parents of all the graduates, they have made you proud. I still remember the day my mother took me for my first debate coaching. I was very small. Until today, she continues to support me. Umma, I won't be here if it was not for the strength that you've given me. My uncles and aunts for the constant support and reassurance. And finally, I'd like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Harry Truman, there is no limit to what people can do as long as they don't care who gets the credit. Brothers and sisters, it was never between us and them. It was always between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's IIUM, that's the purpose, and that's the intent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
I have the pleasure to call upon Ustaz Muhammad Ramadan Subki from the Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Mosque IIUM to recite the dua.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Muslimin muslimat, hadirin hadirat, para ibu bapa, para pensyarah, para hadirin dirahmati Allah sekalian. Sebelum saya memulakan bacaan doa ini, sama-samalah kita membaca surah Al-Fatihah bagi memperingati sahabat-sahabat, kenalan-kenalan, bahkan ibu bapa yang lainnya yang mana telah meninggalkan kita kerana wabak penyakit atau penyakit-penyakit yang lain. Semoga Allah Subhanahu wa taala merahmati ruh mereka. Al-Fatiha. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahilladzi ja'ala awwala yawmina hadha salaha wa awsatahu falaha wa akhirahu najaha. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yaumiddin. Allahumma inna nas'aluka al-afiyata min kulli baliyah wa nas'aluka tamamal ghina 'anil nas. Allahumma habbib ilayna al-iman wa zayyinhu fi qulubina wa karrih ilayna al-kufra wal fusuqa wal 'isyan waj'alna minar rasyidin. Ya Allah, Tuhan yang Maha Pemurah lagi Maha Mengasihani, berkatilah kejayaan para graduan kami pada hari ini. Pimpinlah mereka dengan restu-Mu, bimbinglah mereka dengan petunjuk-Mu. Moga mereka berupaya mengharungi cabaran kehidupan yang sementara ini dengan redha-Mu. Jadikanlah mereka dari golongan yang tetap dalam mengerjakan kebaikan ke arah-Mu, mengamalkan kemahiran dan pengetahuan yang telah mereka selama ini dapatkan di taman ilmu dan budi ini pada jalan-Mu. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, berkatilah mereka yang telah menjadi pendorong kepada kejayaan ini, para ibu bapa yang selama ini berkorban dan bersusah payah memastikan anak-anak mereka bakal menjadi insan yang lebih baik daripada mereka. Berkatilah jua, ya Allah, saudara mara, rakan taulan dan guru-guru mereka yang turut menyumbangkan jasa dalam melakarkan kejayaan mereka pada hari ini. Ya Allah, yang Maha Tuhan, yang Maha Pengasih lagi Maha Penyayang, kurniakanlah syurga buat graduan yang tidak dapat bersama kami pada hari ini, kerana Allah jua menyayangi-Mu, mengatasi kasih sayang kami terhadap-Mu. Oh Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate, bless the success of our graduates today and grace them with your divine guidance. Lead them with your blessings and guide them with your mercy, so that they will follow the right path in leading this worldly life. Make them your obedient servants who shall lead this ummah toward its success and splendor. Let them be righteous and thankful to the deeds of those who had contributed to their achievement today, their parents, family members, friends, and lecturers. Let them be dutiful sons and daughters who shall contribute with what they had learned from this garden of knowledge and virtue to the family, society, and nation. O Allah, lead us toward the unity of the entire ummah. O Allah, lay not on us a burden greater than we have the strength to bear. Blot out our sins and grant us forgiveness. Have mercy on us, O Allah, you are our best protector. Allahumma hadi wa barik li sahibil ma'ali tansri wan zulkifli wan arifin fi amilihi wa zidhu barakatan wa khaira. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'al fina shaqiyan wa la mahruma. Allahumma rabbana taqabbal minna wa ahsin 'aqibatana fil umuri kulliha innaka ni'mal maula wa ni'mal wakil. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallahu minkum minna wa minkum taqabbal ya karim.
Thank you, Ustaz.
Adjournment of the convocation ceremony by the Honorable Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin, member of IIUM Board of Governors.
Dear graduates, you are now officially alumni of the International Islamic University Malaysia. The convocation ceremony is hereby adjourned. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Honorable Tan Sri.
All guests are invited to recite Surah Al-As. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Dearest IIUM alumni, before you say goodbye to the garden of knowledge and virtues, let us sing together with pride and joy the IIUM anthem, Leading the Way.
Let's lead the way, light in the future, share the wisdom to the spirit of Islam. Revelation and reason shall excel, shall prevail. Merging faith and knowledge, we the Khalifa, we will fulfill the amanah. Together, we make the world a better place. Forever, expand the culture of Iqra. IUM is to realize the meaning of Ramadan and Alamin. Together, we make the world a better place. Forever, expand the culture of Iqra. IUM is to realize the meaning of mercy to all worlds, for all mankind.
The procession will now leave the hall.
يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم آمين تذكر جيراني بذي سلامي ما زجت دمع جرى من مكلة بدمي يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر يا واسعان
We would like to remind all graduates to return their robe today at Ka-Ed Gallery. The robe return counter is open until 8 p.m. tonight. Thank you.